She has completed her graduation from Dr. Virendra Swarup Institute of Computer Studies, Kanpur, and MBA in HR and IT from Galgotia's Business School. She is an active member in various HR and recruiter groups. Miss Sonia is a perfect example of how an HR person should be. Her patience, ability to handle and smile in demanding situations is commendable. She is great in building rapport, nurturing relationships, and a wonderful team member. So, Sonia ma'am, I welcome you and I request you to kindly take over the charge of the session and motivate our students with your words of wisdom. So, Sonia ma'am, please take the charge of the session.
All right. Thank you so much, Divya. And thank you so much for this lovely welcome. I was I didn't know that you guys know so much about me. I just informed few things about. So can I also do, I can also present, right? I do have the access.
Yes, ma'am, you can present
All
the
right.
way you want, you can do it. Okay.
All right. All right. No
Oh,
worries.
yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
So,
All right. So thank you so much. First of all, I would really I would really want to thank JUET for inviting me for this student induction program. And I have been doing this for a couple of more, campuses, but I have visited JUET like last month, I guess, and I've interacted with few professors. So it has been really great discussion, and I was looking forward to interact with students also. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. And I would hope that after this session ends, I'm able to help the new minds that are about to start their new and exciting journey and a new chapter in their life. I would be really happy that if I'll be able to kind of help them in any sort of way. So thank you so much once again. And good morning to all the students. And if you have any kind of doubts during my session, I'm happy to answer. You can ask me questions on the chat box, or you can just ask me one-on-one. So that's also fine with me. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
All
It's
right then.
visible.
All right then. Thank you so much. So before starting my address, I would like to tell a bit of understanding about from which organization I'm currently working. So I'm working with an organization called Legality, which is a very small organization. And so this is my first organization, which has only 17 employees. Prior to this, I have worked with the multinationals and good startups in India. And of course, I worked in Netherlands. So that's a different part altogether. Why I want to tell about this organization is only because I want the new students to understand that no idea is small if you want to kind of achieve anything in your life, right? So you guys have just started, you just finished your schools, and you all are very fresh. You have no idea what is there with you in the, or maybe is there in your life in these 4 years. So I would really want to give you just one idea about why I want to kind of tell you about the legality that I'm working with. So we are a legal tech organization, and how this company was made is one day the founder of the company got an idea. He's a lawyer from his educational background. He got an idea that there is a lot of paperwork involved in the legal agreements. I'm sure that students are not aware about it, but if some of them are aware about, like if you have educational loan, if you have a home loan, if you have any kind of a loan that involves, of course, legal documentation and approval from the legal authorities, stamp duties, papers, stuff like that. So there is a lot of paperwork involved. So one day, the founder of the company got an idea that why not to kind of digitize this? Why not we can have an online solution for it? Why people have to go to banks and sit for hours and hours and just to sign one agreement? Why we cannot kind of verify all the documents online by sitting at the comfort of your home? And that's when the idea came and the company was built, and now this is fifth year running. My whole intent to give you this understanding to all the new students is whatever you guys think during the course of this 4 years of your curriculum, be ready and be innovative in your thoughts, right? And always try to take help from your professors, from your parents, from your friends per se, and do not think whatever the idea or a new thought you have in mind, whether you should talk about it or not. You should never ever hesitate. And that is how you are going to improve on. Let's say if you're thinking anything which you think is not that great, you might think that that is not great, or you might think that it's a wonderful idea to start with. So you should always talk about it. You should not restrict yourself just to yourself and keep it to yourself and then overthinking about it. So don't do that. There are ample examples right across in front of us, which we will talk about later during this session, that will boost your morale and will give you confidence. So what we are going to talk about in this session is to just understand what is the difference between a school and a college. What all things you will find is different in your college life, and what was there back in school. There is a lot of different things you'll get to know when you start your career here. When I was in school and I got my graduation admission, and when I was in college, it was altogether a different genre of people coming from all across all across the states in the country, to kind of have a good technical let's say knowledge, right? Wherein in school jab aap padhte ho, you have only people that are surrounding in your society, aapke aaspaas ke friends jinke saath aap chote se khelte hue bade hue ho, they are your schoolmates, right? But college, it's altogether different. So there are a lot many other people who will be your friends that don't live around your surroundings, right? So there will be a huge difference in terms of understanding their culture also. And I would also like to give you a clear idea as to what to expect from these next 4 years. You should have that much of an understanding, at least by end of this 1 year. You should have that clarity in your head as to what you want to achieve by end of the course, right? And of course, how can you make the best of your college life, right? It will be a fun thing. And so I'll tell you, college life is the best life that you can ever come across. School is good, it's great, and when you join any organization, the experience that you'll have, it will be wonderful. Of course, you'll start earning and stuff, but then again, these 4 years are precious. You will never ever, these moments, these memories that you will make along the way, they will never ever come back, and you will make a best out of it. Try to be more and more innovative, practical, work on yourself, and of course make as many friends as you can, and enjoy each and every day. So that is what we are going to talk about in today's sessions. So I have not planned anything formal here. Whenever you guys want to chat with me or maybe talk to me, I can stop then and there, and we can have an interaction. All right, so let me just start with this line. I guess सबने ये सुनी होगी, मैंने भी सुनी है कि नाइन्थ में हमें बोला जाता है कि 10th में आपके बोर्ड्स हैं, you should be very much serious, because this will going to either break or make your life, right? Your boards. 12th clear कर लो and life set है. आपके parents ने भी बोला होगा, I am sure. Especially Indian parents, they are very much focused about how the kids are studying in the school. So मुझे भी बोला गया था कि लाइफ सेट हो जाएगी, 12th कर लो एंड बस बढ़िया है, उसके बाद ग्रेजुएशन में तो कुछ ऐसा खास होता नहीं है, एंड यू विल बी ऑल गुड. mind you, it will not be the case. Okay, so you have to work every day. You have to figure out your life every single day. So it's just a myth कि 12 के बाद life set है. ऐसा नहीं होता है. You have to work every day on yourself. You have to work every day on your curriculum, on what you're studying. You have to work really, really hard to get what you want in life, right? So this is all a myth that we all come across in the entire life through our parents, through relatives, and everywhere. So now let's talk about what is the difference that we have in school and in college. First of all, when you are in school, आपके पास 3 से 4 streams होती हैं from which you are identified, right? Either you are a science student, or you are a commerce student, or you are an art student. More or less, I mean, I'm aware that these streams are there. And but more or less, when you are divided in these streams, but your friend circle is same, and you know what you have to study, your teachers are there to tell you what all things, you know, you have to prepare for your exam, what all things you have to study, क्या करने से marks अच्छे आ जाएंगे, क्या नहीं करना चाहिए, क्या करना चाहिए, you know, you everything is set. So you actually do not use your own brain, right? We don't do it. I have not done it. I mean, I can only talk about myself. You know, whenever I was like कि मुझे कोई चीज समझ नहीं आ रही, I used to go to my teachers कि what I have to do, but I never used to sit and think how can I do it better, or 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 maybe, you know, let's do it the wrong way only, let's see what's going to happen. We never used to do that. I'm sure आप लोगों ने भी नहीं किया होगा कि कभी कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है तो अपने आप से बैठ के एक बार ट्राई कर लें. Most of the times we don't do it. That is where the difference is there between a school and a college. In college, especially in the engineering field. So engineering is the most innovative or a peculiar subject per se, where you can actually innovate things on a regular basis, be it you are in any stream. आप computer science में हो, आप electricals में हो, आप civil में हो, mechanical में हो, it should not matter, because this is the only education, or this is the only degree that actually will push you to innovate, be it in any stream you are. So that's how it is different from a school, right? Now over here, when I say ki school mein, you know, whenever you have some kind of a study or a syllabus is there, you have to study hard for the marks. And आपने पढ़ाई करी, marks आ गए. Sometimes it happens that you are putting your best efforts, marks are still not coming, right? So maybe your strategy is not right. So we do some of the other things and then somehow marks आने लगते हैं. But we don't sit and think what we did that kind of achieved that. So we have to kind of change that pattern during the college life, right? We have to be much more responsible as to what we do. Now, this time, your parents will not be able to kind of tell you, ki, you know, learn this subject or maybe study this subject. This will get you a good score. Score is not the idea. Of course, you have to pass your exams with full marks. You should give your best in each and every subject. You should give proper time and everything. But then again, you should be responsible as to how much you know, input you have to give. You should be responsible enough to divide your time according to the subjects, right? So there is no linear path in terms of getting the results in college primarily. So initially, Abhi, you know, you've just got, you know, your admissions here. So you're just kind of understanding ki, how's the college, how are the professors. Now this virtual setup, how are we going to study and stuff like that. So there are other things also which are not in your control. But then again, what is there in your control is how you study, right? So what I would suggest everyone over here is to kind of prioritize how you want to, let's say, end the semester. You have 6-7 subjects, right? You have to prioritize. You know, you want to go ahead with this subject for this many days or these many days. This is what you like. This is what you don't like. Start analyzing. Start thinking what you like in the subjects that you have around. And then talk to your professor, do some research online also to understand ki, you know, if I like this particular subject, how I'm going to get something beneficial out of it. Let's say अगर मैं इस subject को pursue करता हूँ, तो अगर 3 साल के बाद मुझे कुछ इसमें से मिल रहा है या नहीं, या फिर मैं इसमें कुछ अचीव कर सकता हूँ या नहीं. टॉक टू योर प्रोफेसर्स अबाउट इट, talk to your parents, talk to your friends also for that matter. So the whole idea uh, to kind of study in a college setup is are uh, you have to kind of work on yourself a bit also. ऐसा नहीं होगा कि आपको प्रोफेसर ने या आपके टीचर ने आपको इतना पढ़ा दिया और आपने उतना पढ़ लिया and you're done. No, you have to give it something extra, right? So it's not about kind of you want to be a topper of your class. No, it's not the case. What you have to do is you have to top yourself, right? Whatever marks you have got in school, that's done. So that can only be a driving force. Agar aap school mein topper the, aap first the, that is great. So that will only drive you here. That is no surety ki agar aap school mein topper the, you will gonna be in the college also. It will only be a driving force for you in the entire journey of your BTech, right? So there are chances wherein a person who was like an average student or a good student in school but may excel in college, can be a topper of a class, can be topper of a batch, can be topper of the whole academic year, right? So how this can happen? It can only happen if you can work on yourself. You have to kind of change your strategy पढ़ाई करने की, how you used to study in school and how you want to study in college. It is altogether a different ball game, right? So you get a lot of exposure in college in terms of learning, innovating, practical experience. There are so many wonderful things now, as that what we call it as a digital platform for everything, be it in civil, be it in mechanical, be it in computer science. Google some of the information कि मैकेनिकल स्ट्रीम में क्या चल रहा है, कौन सी नई कंपनी आई है. देयर आर सो मेनी स्टार्टअप्स इन ईच एंड एवरी फील्ड. सी व्हाट ऑल थिंग्स दोज पीपल आर डूइंग. आप अभी से सर्च कर सकते हो, लाइक फ्रॉम द स्टार्टिंग ऑफ योर फर्स्ट ईयर यू कैन स्टार्ट kind of targeting companies कि this is the organization you want to be. Don't be like जो बड़ी companies अभी तक चलती आ रही है, Microsoft, Google, TCS, Accenture, or any any multinational. They are wonderful organization, no doubt about it. But there are ample other opportunities for you to pursue also. There are ample number of opportunities in the market wherein actually can give you a lot of benefit than these MNCs also. So you have to kind of do a lot of research around what you're studying. So then it comes that you have to take charge of yourself, right? So when I say take charge of yourself, it is not like कि अब आपको parents की बात नहीं सुननी है या आपको teachers की बात नहीं सुननी है. It's not like that. You have to listen to them. They have a lot of experience, right? Your parents and your professors, right? They have a lot of experience of life, and of course, while teaching, of course, in their careers, what they have done. So they have a lot of experience, and from their experience, you get a lot of opportunity to kind of, let's say, avoid the struggle also. Let's say आपके parents जो struggle उन्होंने की होगी अपने time पे, they don't want you to go through it. So that is a learning for them, and you should learn from it, right? So when I say take charge of yourself, take charge as in change yourself in a better way. Sit and see what all things you like. It can be anything. So because over here in college, you will not see people or maybe teachers telling you कि नहीं तुम्हें यही करना है, अगर तुम ये नहीं करोगे तो तुम्हारा placement नहीं होगा. Nobody will tell you like that, right? They will always promote to what you're doing right now. They will always give you ideas कि आप जो भी कर रहे हो उसमें आप additional ये भी कर लो, right? Nobody will demotivate you कि आपने ये कर लिया, अरे ये तो बहुत बेकार है. Nobody will tell you like that. You have to just analyze and see what all things are right for you, right? You have to make your own decisions, and these things you have to do right from the beginning, right? Which I have not done, and that is why I'm telling it to you, right? I have not analyzed these things right starting from my career. So when I left my home, I was super excited that I'm going to a new city. I'm going to Delhi, and I'll be studying, and I'll roam around. I'll see how Delhi people are, what all things to eat, what all things to shop, stuff like that. My mindset was like that. So that is why maybe I missed my first year in terms of analyzing what things I should do. See, fun part is always there. You should entertain yourself. You should do all kind of fun activities, but that should not be your priority, right? Your priority should be your career. Your priority should be what all things you like and how can you kind of build your career out of it, right? That should be your priority. And the second thing is your party with your friends, go out on a movie, go on shopping. It should be there, but that should be a secondary thing, right? You should always focus, or always just try to focus ki nahi yaar mujhe ye karna hai. Let me see what all things I can do, or what all things are required to achieve it, right? So you have to kind of develop that responsible behavior, and from that responsibility you will be able to take decisions of yourself, right? So it will help and improve your decision making skills also. All right, so focus on those things. When I mentioned that you have to find your passion, right? What is passion? Passion can be anything that pushes you to do a certain thing. Let's say sometimes, let's say in computer science, or let's say in civil, you go through this YouTube channels. There are so many small architects, there are so many civil engineers, they have their YouTube channels, and they tell people what they do on a daily basis and what all struggle they have gone through to kind of achieve what they have achieved so far, right? There is an online platform that is there. Learn from them. See what drives them, right? There are times, people, that something will go in your life, something wrong, or maybe something very astonishing or surprising will happen in your life that will change your thought process altogether. It will change your belief altogether. It will change the way you think, right? And that can be your driving force, that can be your passion, right? So you have to think that ways. I would like to give an example here. You must have heard about Oyo rooms or Oyo organization. You must have heard about Ola. They all are Indians. They are no foreign people. They are born and brought up in India. They did their studies in India. Even Oyo, the founder of Oyo, his name Brijesh Agarwal, he's a college dropout, right? So I'm not saying it's telling you to kind of drop out your studies, right? I'm not saying not to complete your studies. You should do it. It's very, very important. All I'm saying that these people at the very early stage of their career, like Brijesh was only 22 when he opened Oyo rooms. Bhavesh is, I guess, right now he's 30. He opened Ola, I guess, when he was 25, 26. So they did what was required for them to do, right? उन्होंने schooling करी, उन्होंने college गए, पढ़ाई करी, they did job also, उन्होंने नौकरी भी करी. But one fine day, something changed. For example, Bhavesh, who's the founder of Ola. So he used to struggle a lot while going to office. He didn't have a car that time. So he used to book cabs for the office. Sometimes it was late, or there was no much structure out of it ki cabs hum kahan se book kar sakte hain, or maybe sometimes it was much more expensive, right? So an idea got in his mind ki why not I have my own car and I'll be helping others to get to kind of roam them around wherever they want and can drop them to their destination. Why not to do that? He purchased a car. He used to drive day in, day out. He used to do night shift also. He himself used to drive. His wife also used to drive. So that's a whole story, right? So all I'm saying, you have to be responsible and you have to take charge in these manners, right? Not like कि भाई मुझे अब पढ़ाई नहीं करनी है because ma'am आई थी उन्होंने बोला है that you have to drop out of your college. No, it's not like that. The whole idea of taking charge of your life is to be more responsible, be more focused, start planning things. Just start from your career. So usually I don't understand, let's say, I'll tell you, when I go to campuses for placements, कई बार ऐसा होता है कि students, let's say, fail to give answer to very basic questions. Let's say if I ask them about their hobbies, so they have like similar normal जो हर resume में होता है, let's say hobbies like gardening, listening to music, watching TV, or maybe reading a novel. It's a great thing to do, no doubt about it. But what else, right? You can read books, of course you can, right? but what else is there as a hobby that you would like to pursue? Let's say if you're not working, right? What is it? What you have extra in you that can benefit an organization, not only your hobbies, or let's say whatever the curriculum you have done. So right from the beginning, it is just the starting of your career, right? And you have whole 4 years in your hand. So I would really appreciate for you to start planning from day one. आपका जब भी सेशन स्टार्ट हो रहा है, जब भी आपको सब्जेक्ट्स पता चल रहे हैं और आपके एक दो क्लासेस हो गए हैं, यू विल गेट अ क्लैरिटी कि हर सब्जेक्ट में क्या पढ़ाया जाता है. You will someone wants to talk something? Okay. Okay, so what I was telling you is whenever you get to know about any subject, एक दो सेशंस हो जाने के बाद थोड़ी सी अंडरस्टैंडिंग डेवलप हो जाती है कि एक पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट में क्या चल रहा है. ठीक है, स्टार्ट एनालाइजिंग कि if you like the subject or not, first of all that, and then start planning how it's going to help you, let's say in the further course. And if it is interesting enough for you, then focus more on that. ठीक है, start preparing for it कि आगे के subjects how it is related, let's say from my areas of interest. Then start preparing timelines. These are very, very important timelines of everything. Let's say for preparation of your exams also, preparation of your whole semester also, preparation of your, let's say down the line for your placements also. Timelines are very important. आपको ये सब्जेक्ट इतने टाइम पे खत्म करना है. आपको लेट्स से आप अगर कोई प्रोजेक्ट करना चाहते हो, आप वो नहीं कर पा रहे हो बिकॉज आपकी क्लासेस बहुत सारी हैं. सो आपको फिर डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा कि हाँ मैं ये वाला सब्जेक्ट पे इतना ध्यान दूंगा बिकॉज मुझे ये प्रोजेक्ट कंप्लीट करके दिखाना है टीचर्स को, राइट? Start working on it, and then when you do proper planning, have strict timelines, your execution will be better, the end result will be better, right? So these are the things you can do starting from day one. Abhi ye sari cheezein will be going over your head, I do understand, but I would really want you guys to plan as much as you can. जितनी ज्यादा आप प्लानिंग कर लोगे, जितना ज्यादा आप और रिसर्च कर लोगे हर चीज के बारे में, जो भी आपका स्ट्रीम है, whatever stream you guys have chosen, apart from discussing with your professors, with your teachers and your parents, do some research online. We have a wonderful thing called internet. Utilize it. Don't just watch Netflix and Prime Video on it. Do some kind of productive things out of it. Okay, that will help you in longer run. अगर आपने अभी से ये सारी चीजें शुरू कर दी, so ये सारी चीजें एक्चुअली आपको थर्ड ईयर के एंड में या मे बी सेकेंड ईयर के एंड में always, teachers also promote this ki start learning new things also. So aapko curriculum mein of course college will provide as much opportunities as they can, but it is always better to research and do some kind of an effort on your own. So then you will understand the journey of the whole let's say whole curriculum. So it will always be great ki agar aap kuch aap apne aap se karte ho, that is another level of learning. So I would really want you guys to plan and execute and do a lot of research about all the streams or whatever the streams you guys have chosen. All right. And so that's the whole idea about this. Now I would really want you to kind of just give a brief about why engineering. It is a wonderful subject. Though I have not pursued engineering, but I have seen people, and I'm in my family there are people who have kind of pursued it, and they have a lot of good things to talk about it. First of all, of course, I've already told you about the level of innovation is there in engineering, be it in any stream you are. You can do anything if you are an engineer. Usually हम लोग बोलते हैं ना, घर पे अगर कुछ भी छोटा सा काम है, let's say कुछ electrical work है जो काम नहीं कर रहा है, अगर आपके if you are अगर आपके पेरेंट्स ने कर दिया या आपके भाई ने कर दिया, आपके सिस्टर ने कर दिया, कुछ भी बहुत मिनिमलिस्टिक चेंज, तो लोग ऐसा बोलते हैं अरे बड़ा इंजीनियर बन रहा है ये. So it is just a laughing thing, but just understand the depth of it. Why do we say कि अरे ये तो बहुत इंजीनियर बन रहा है? क्यों? क्योंकि हमने यूजुअली यही देखा है कि इंजीनियर्स ही कोई चीज इनोवेट कर सकते हैं. Look at the marvel that they have created, like buildings, bridges, your train, the infra. So these all are engineers. Talk about the IT sector. the kind of softwares are there, the kind of AI, artificial intelligence is there, the kind of daily inventions are happening. People are going to moon, and it's a normal, space tourism now. So all these can be achieved because you are an engineer. So understand the depth of it. It is a wonderful, wonderful, stream that you are in. So don't take it for granted. The number of innovation that you can do here are exponential. So sky is the limit for engineering, right? So don't take it ki it's just another subject. You have to just read, learn, give your exams, get over it. It's nothing like that. If you want, you have to put your heart and soul, and you'll learn wonderful, wonderful things out of it. So it's a wonderful stream to be in, and you should be very, very happy, and you guys are very fortunate that you got an opportunity like this. There are so many people in India who want to pursue engineering, but they could not. Either they have a problem, let's say financially, or maybe their marks were not that great, but they want to kind of understand the background of it. They want to pursue it. So you guys are very, very fortunate, and you should appreciate that. So don't take engineering just like another subject, okay? Take it very seriously. Research as much as you can, all right? So yeah, also about your, apart from your curriculum, the subjects that you guys are in, the curriculum or the semester exams and stuff like that would happen. You should always try to develop some of the soft skills also. So when I say soft skills, so usually what happens, and this is the normal, structure that I have seen. So I talk to a lot of people every day. I talk to a lot of students also every day, because that's my, the area that I'm working. Many a times it happens ki you guys are wonderful in your subject. You have good experience in your and command in the knowledge that you have, and it is good. So first of all, you should have good command on your knowledge and the skill and the domain expertise that you have. It is very, very important, because it will give you the confidence, right? Agar aapka knowledge is good, the subject knowledge is good, and you have no doubt about the expertise that you have, so it will give you the confidence. Now, the soft skills are basically considered to be the communication skills, the expressions that you have on your face, the way you communicate to people, and the way you kind of portray yourself or maybe present yourself. So these are considered to be your soft skills or the presentation skills. All right. Soft skills are not necessarily be only in the communication are not necessarily be English only. It is good that अगर आपकी English अच्छी नहीं है, it is nice to learn on it right from day one. अगर आपका पहले आपने कभी किसी स्कूल कंपटीशन में कभी डिबेट वगैरह नहीं करे हैं, कभी प्रेजेंटेशन कॉम्पिटिशन्स में पार्टिसिपेट नहीं किया है, because let's say you feel like that your com skills are not that great, so maybe this is the time that you should work on it. I'm not saying कि अगर आपको English नहीं आती है, you will have a problem with it. No, it's not the case. First of all, your domain knowledge is the utmost important, because उससे आपको confidence मिलता है. तो अगर मान लो आपको English भी नहीं आती है, लेकिन आपका domain experience is very, very good. You have a good knowledge of the subject that you are in. At least you can communicate in Hindi, right? But अगर आप communication पे पूरा आपने अगर focus कर दिया, और अगर आपका subject based थोड़ा सा 50-50 हो गया, then your English would not lead you anywhere, right? So of course, domain expertise is much more important, and then you should work on your soft skills, be it Hindi or English. Usually, I mean, it is very sad to say that our corporate world में English is considered to be the official language. हमारा जो भी communication होता है वो English में होता है, हमारे mails and everything, it happens in English. I mean, it is there, but you should not think as the ultimate goal to achieve. Do not think that way. You should work on your soft skills. आपको थोड़ा सा accent का issue है, work on it. Watch some videos, talk to your teachers, have some classes around English. थोड़ी बहुत आप comfortable हो जाओ उसमें. At least आपको nervousness नहीं होनी चाहिए when you're talking in English. थोड़ी बहुत टूटी फूटी इंग्लिश अगर आ रही है, it is totally fine. At least you are able to present your idea. इतना आना जरूरी है. It is very, very important. uh, and of course, the presentation, right? Many a times it happens that a person has good communication skills. Many a times it happens they have good subject knowledge, but they fail to present it. That is a much uh, area that you guys can improve. मैं आपको ये सब कुछ इसलिए बता रही हूँ ताकि आप इसको अभी से काम कर सकते हो, ताकि ये सेम चीज आपको 3 साल पे आपको टीचर्स बताएंगे तो आपको लगेगा कि यार ये क्या है, मतलब अभी तक तो कुछ था नहीं, अब अचानक से क्या हो रहा है ये. बिकॉज ये सारी चीजें आपको तब समझ में आएंगी व्हेन यू आर इन द प्लेसमेंट एरिया, राइट? तब दे माइट क्रिएट सम काइंड ऑफ अ प्रॉब्लम और मे create nervousness in you during this placement sessions. So try अभी से. अगर आपको लगता है कि आप बिल्कुल इंग्लिश नहीं बोल पाते हो, बिल्कुल भी नहीं बोल पाते हो, लेकिन आप पढ़ लेते हो, आपको समझ आ जाती है, बट यू आर वेरी वेरी हेजिटेंट टू स्पीक अबाउट इट, और मे बी आपको पसीना आ जाता है जब आप इंग्लिश में बात करते हो, और मे बी जब आप इंग्लिश में बात करते हो आप किसी से आंखें मिला नहीं पाते हो, बट आपको पता है कि आपको बोलना क्या है, बट यू आर सो मच नर्वस एंड आपको इतना डर लग रहा है कि आप इंग्लिश में बात नहीं कर पा रहे हो. सो अभी से आप काम करना शुरू करो. ट्राई टू रीड इंग्लिश कॉमिक बुक्स. बहुत इजी इंग्लिश होती है उसमें. इंडियन नॉवेल्स आप पढ़ो, या फिर आप कोई बायोग्राफी पढ़ो फ्रॉम इंडियन ऑथर्स. दे हैव अ वेरी सिंपल इंग्लिश. जो इंडियन ऑथर्स लिखते हैं या इंडियन नॉवेलिस्ट लिखते हैं, दे हैव अ वेरी सिंपल इंग्लिश. जो बाहर के हैं, दे हैव दिस ब्रिटिश एक्सेंट, अमेरिकन इंग्लिश, तो वो थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन क्रिएट कर सकती है. बट ट्राई टू कोशिश करने, यू जस्ट ट्राई टू काइंड ऑफ एटलीस्ट स्टार्ट विद इंग्लिश कॉमिक बुक्स, आपके बैटमैन, सुपरमैन, स्टफ लाइक दैट. सो यू कैन ट्राई विद दैट. स्टार्ट रीडिंग ब्लॉग्स ऑल्सो, और मे बी स्टार्ट राइटिंग सम. जो भी आपने पढ़ा, जो भी आज आपने सीखा, मे बी स्टार्ट राइटिंग इट इन इंग्लिश एंड देन रीड कि कैसा लिखा हुआ है वो. ठीक है? सो दैट विल इम्प्रूव. And whenever you get an opportunity in college, some kind of a debate competition is going on, some kind of a presentation is going on, some kind of anything wherein the communication is required, participate in that as much as you can. एक बार के लिए लोग हंसेंगे, 2 बार के लिए लोग हंसेंगे, तीसरी बार के लिए you yourself will improve or the people will stop laughing, right? So 1-2 बार की बात होती है where you feel kind of a hesitant, but then in the third session people will see how much effort you are putting it, and then जो वो हंस रहे हैं ना, actually उनको भी वही problem है, but so low in confidence that उनको हंसना ज़्यादा आसान लगता है rather than trying on themselves. So maybe they will also try kind of following your path. ठीक है? So do work on that. Try to lead few things. Just like that, जैसे मैंने अभी आपको बताया कि कोई presentation है या कोई competition चल रहा है, try to be a participant in that initially. Okay, since this is your first year, there is a possibility that you guys will be nervous. Of course, मैं भी थी. It's not like कि मैं कभी nervous नहीं हुई. Of course, but try to participate in each and every activity that is happening entire year round. थोड़ा बहुत participation is very very important. It will boost your confidence. आपको बहुत सारी नई चीजें सीखने को मिलेंगी ड्यूरिंग दैट एंटायर प्रोसेस. एंड धीमे धीमे ट्राई टू काइंड ऑफ लीड समथिंग. लेट्स से इफ देयर इज सम काइंड ऑफ अ फेस्ट हैपनिंग इन कॉलेज, ठीक है? नाउ अभी तो इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट, लाइक इन दिस पैंडेमिक. लेट्स से कोई भी एक इवेंट है, जैसे वर्चुअल इवेंट ही चल रहा है, जिसमें देयर आर अदर पीपल फ्रॉम अदर कॉलेज आर आल्सो पार्टिसिपेटिंग, राइट? Talk to your professors, talk to your teachers, and ask them if you can help them in any which ways. Ask them about it and see what all responsibility they are giving it to you. Don't think कि वो बहुत छोटा काम है करने के लिए. Just do it. क्योंकि जब आप उसको करने चलोगे, then you will understand how much coordination is required. So उससे आपका ना थोड़ा सा लीडरशिप क्वालिटी बिल्डअप होना शुरू होगा. जब आपको टीचर बोलेगा कि नहीं, लेट्स से सोनिया, आपको ये काम करके देना है मुझे. नाउ अब आपको वो करके देना है. यू हैव टू वर्क ऑन इट. यू हैव टू सी कि क्या क्या चीजें आपको उसमें इन्वॉल्व होनी है, देन यू हैव टू वर्क ऑन इट, एंड देन यू विल गो टू योर टीचर कि सर सब हो गया, राइट? सो धीमे धीमे दिस विल इम्प्रूव ऑफ कोर्स योर कॉन्फिडेंस. And let's say if you're hesitant to talk to others, this will improve on that, and it will also inculcate little bit of leadership quality also. Leadership in the sense guiding others to do something, maybe mentoring people, let's say to do something, or maybe kind of be your own leader, as in you have confidence in you, so much that you can drive anything, any kind of a function or any kind of an activity happening, in the college. Okay, so try to participate as much as you can. This will improve your soft skills, your leadership skills. You will also start solving problems also, because the moment you'll kind of interact, the moment you'll involve yourself, eventually वो धीमे धीमे problems आएंगी, आप खुद solve करोगे, and you'll be happy on your own. So do work on that. So I'm just about to kind of end this, and so I would like you guys to just note this down if you can. The basic takeaways that I would like you guys to take away with you after this session is to take charge of your life. Start planning from day one. Do some research on whatever the streams you guys will choose or you have already chosen. Do some research around it. See what all the companies are there in the market in India and how they are flourishing, what kind of people they are hiring. And even if they are not hiring, अगर आपको कुछ ऐसा passion मिल गया that maybe आपको कुछ company join करने की जरूरत ही ना पड़े, by end of fourth year you can open your own organization, you can be a founder of your own startup. It can happen. So just work on that, work on the execution, and of course improve your soft skills. And last is the only experience that I would tell you about how I judge a person or how I judge a candidate when I go for a hiring, go for campus hiring. Of course, how the confident the person is, how clear you have your career goals. So जो भी मैंने आपको पहले बताया इसमें, these all things will get judged at the end of your curriculum. So जब आपको interviews होते हैं, आपके resume में जो भी आप लिखते हो, we judge you on that, right? So if you have constant and good plannings throughout your career, so आपकी जो planning है वो reflect होगी आपके resume में. It will be there because you have plans, so you will do some projects, कुछ practical knowledge, कुछ blogs, कुछ भी आप जो भी आप extra करोगे वो आप resume में डालोगे, right? And the question will be around it. So that is where we see how you have the clear career goals, right? And of course, if you work on your soft skills, on your presentation skills, that is how you are going to present yourself in front of the interviewers, right? So overall, at the end of your career, when you have your campus placements, whatever you guys will write on your resume will gonna matter. So that is why I'm telling you, जितना जल्दी आप शुरू कर लो वो उतना ही अच्छा है. Have some practical knowledge, have some domain expertise, participate in all kind of cultural events in the college, any kind of event happening in the college, participate in that. Mention that in your resume because people will ask you questions around it, right? So yeah, that's about it. I guess I'm through with my presentation. I hope मैंने आप लोगों को ज़्यादा बोर नहीं किया. And over to you, Divya. Thank you.
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes, thank you so much, Sonia ma'am, for your such a motivational and knowledgeable words and session. I wish our students get benefited a lot by this session, as it's a transition phase of our students from school to college, and they are having a lot many confusions and queries.
Yeah,
So this session actually helps them a lot in resolving their queries and help them to become a responsible citizen and to achieve success in every stream of their life. So
I hope so. I hope that it was not a boring session.
no, no, it was really
That's
a very wonderful session. Actually, I was also listening the entire session, and I get overwhelmed with the words and the knowledge you share. It was really very nice. From the very basic, you start saying ki what they have to do. Actually, we all wants to tell them again and again the same thing. So
yeah.
it was really very nice thing. Yeah, the students are also commenting it was not at all a boring session. It means really they enjoyed. And I ask if anybody is having any query, they can.
Yeah.
ask the ma'am. Any queries from your side, students? Yes, Jeet, anything you want to say? Alak, Jeet, anybody, Samir?
Oh, the sessions were motivating. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thoughtful and provoking. It was really the good session. Yeah, one student Samir is writing ki we start preparing ourselves from today itself. Very good.
Yeah, you should. I have not done that. So मैं आपको जो भी बता रही हूँ, it is all from my experience because I could not do it. So that is why I'm kind of telling you. No, there is no plan B. The plan B is very easy to do. So just start working on your plan A, and then probably we'll see if we can have a plan B.
Yes, ma'am. When Raghav is asking, what is the one thing interviewer is looking for in interview?
Confidence, simply confidence. I'll tell you, there have been cases wherein, let's say a resume was there and they have not done, the person has not done very good, let's say, projects. Simple projects करे हुए है उसने, and but the way he communicated, but the way he presented, the confidence he gave during the discussion, that is the key, right? Sometimes it happens that you're so confident in what you have learned so far, even if let's say if you don't have a good knowledge, but you are able to mold the interview, right? So you should have good confidence in yourself. So कई बार ऐसा होता है कि हम ऐसे भी हायर करते हैं लोग जो हमें लगता है कि टेक्निकल नॉलेज थोड़ी सी कम है, लेकिन the confidence is really nice. So I can train that person, right? So confidence is very, very important. You
Okay, ma'am.
cultivate confidence once you have the domain knowledge. So of course, subject is also important then.
Yes, ma'am. One is asking, will good communication skill help us in placements?
See, communication is good. It is not necessarily that you should have English only. जिस भी भाषा में आप बात कर सकते हो, it should be clear. If it is a Hindi, it's fine. If it is English, it's good. It should be as clear and crisp. Computer science is newly branched for us. What?
Yeah, but
हमें उसके लिए कैसे prepare करें? I'm not sure कैसे prepare करें. I guess your teachers will be able to guide you in that. You have to just start kind of follow the curriculum first, and then on the extra things, of course. First is your subject, all right? Never compromise on that. What is confidence for an interviewer? Just like, see, suppose I'm just a student for you guys. Just एक time के लिए आप भूल जाओ कि मैं corporate culture से आई हूँ. Just imagine कि मैं college की ही एक senior हूँ, right? This the confidence is something that you have to overpower on the knowledge that you have, right? So one is the knowledge that will give you confidence, and then you have to through your confidence you have to overpower your knowledge. That is how we can judge how confident you are, right? Whatever you have written in your resume, and if you're able to explain it well, or maybe more exponentially, that is how the confidence come into the picture. Many a times it has happened that freshers, first year students, they're exceptional in giving speech. So it does not feel like that they are first year students or second year student. It feels like that they are third year students. So that is where the confidence matter. See, for good personality development, you have to work on yourself first. First of all, you have to identify ki what all things. So let's say आप मुझसे बात कर रहे हो, कई बार आप और भी लोगों से बात करते हो, आपकी किसी न किसी क्वालिटी आपको अच्छी लगती है, आपको लगता है कि यार मुझे भी वो आना चाहिए. So if you feel like you have to work on that, you can have it. So you have to identify the areas that you have to improve, and then see how you can improve. Do some research. You'll find not many motivational speakers who have worked on it. So yeah, you have to research first. You should start reading autobiographies. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not a very reader, but I always like to read autobiographies of the Indian personalities, because पहली चीज उससे आपको बहुत सारा कुछ सीखने को मिलता है जो भी famous personalities है country के, और दूसरा चीज अगर वो Indian writer ने लिखी है, so उससे आपकी English भी improve होती है. So you are getting knowledge about the famous personality, of course, and it will improve your English also. You can start reading that. You can start with Sudha Murthy, the founder of Infosys. Maybe you can start. She had a very interesting life, so maybe you can start with that. Oh, it's very easy to identify difference between confidence and overconfidence. It is very, very easy. I mean, I can ask you 10 number of things, and if you'll tell you'll be able to do all, maybe I'll ask you to do one, and then you'll not be able to do it. So it's very, very easy to identify confidence and overconfidence. So whatever you see, if I know something, I'm gonna tell you that only. अगर मुझे कुछ नहीं आता है, मैं उस पे confidence नहीं दिखाऊंगी. What if the interviewer will ask you that question only? So it's a very thin line. But do not trick your interviewer. First of all, कभी भी interview में आप जाओ, आप कभी interviewer के साथ don't play games with them, all right? Because they know, right? कभी वो भी आपकी seat पे थे, and they know how we kind of trick people. So don't do that. How to be cool in all situation. Actually, you will be able to learn this over a period of time. It will not happen just like that. It will happen over a period of time, and it will require a lot of planning. And whenever you feel like कि कोई ऐसी situation हो गई है that it is going out of your hand, drink water. Don't talk. Be quiet. Start doing meditation. It really helps. I know आप लोग नहीं करोगे because this is not the age usually people do meditation, but it really helps. But how to be cool in situation, it will come over a period of time. It will not come just in one day. I find doing public performance, increasingly large groups, helps confidence. Of course it does. Whether it is a public performance or whether it is an individual performance, it does improve your confidence. If you are going out of your comfort zone, it will improve. And how about Dan Brown? Yeah, Dan Brown is also good. I've also read few of the novels when I was doing MBA. Yeah, it's wonderful. That's also cool. The reason I've suggested Indian writers is because if somebody has a very, very low confidence in their English, अगर आपको लगता है कि आपको English बिल्कुल नहीं आती है, आप समझ लेते हो पर आपको बोलने में प्रॉब्लम है, तो इंडियन राइटर्स का थोड़ा सा आसान रहती है इंग्लिश. इतने ज्यादा जार्गन्स यूज नहीं करते, वो बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेटेड ग्रामर नहीं होती है उसमें, बहुत सिंपल इंग्लिश लिखते हैं यूजुअली इंडियन राइटर्स. तो वो आप जल्दी समझ भी सकते हो और आप उसको रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी में यूज भी कर सकते हो. कोई भी नया वर्ड अगर आपने उसमें सीखा, ट्राई टू यूज इट लेट्स से एक बार दिन में, तो वो improve कर देता है. Whether like English writers, they also have a wonderful English, but there is a possibility that you will not understand the background of few things, right? So maybe थोड़े से Indian writers आप पढ़ लो, जब आपको उसमें थोड़ा comfort आ जाए, then you can switch to English writers also. So no problem in that. Is it truthful? No. Appreciated? Yes, of course. It's totally fine. Most important soft skill is actually communication only. Because सबसे पहले आप बात ही करते हो किसी से, and then you start kind of telling people about your experience throughout in your college and stuff. So yeah, so first of all, you should improve on your communication. Again and again, I'm saying communication does not mean it's only English. It can be Hindi also. सो कई बार ऐसा होता है कि लोग इतना नर्वस हो जाते हैं कि वो इंग्लिश तो बहुत दूर की बात है, हिंदी में भी दे स्टार्ट स्टैमरिंग और नर्वसनेस, इतनी पसीने आ जाते हैं। ये सारी चीजें आप अवॉइड कर सकते हो अगर आपके पास सब्जेक्ट नॉलेज बहुत अच्छी है। आपको सब्जेक्ट का 100% नॉलेज है, जो भी आपने रेज्यूमे में लिखा है वो कॉपी पेस्टेड नहीं है। प्लीज ये मत करिएगा आप लोग। कई बार ऐसा होता है लोग कॉपी पेस्ट करते हैं रेज्यूमे, मैंने बना लिया, ले तू मेरा ले ले, तू भी अपना कॉपी पेस्ट कर ले। एंड कई बार ऐसा होता है कि आपने जो रेज्यूमे में लिखा है वो आपके फ्रेंड का कॉपी पेस्टेड है, आपको यही नहीं मालूम है कि आपके रेज्यूमे में क्या है। सो डोंट डू दैट, मेक योर ओन रेज्यूमे ऑन योर ओन। आप बहुत सारे टेम्पलेट अवेलेबल हैं ऑनलाइन, अच्छे से बहुत सुंदर बना देंगे आपका रेज्यूमे। तो ट्राई टू रिसर्च ऑन दैट एंड मेक योर ओन रेज्यूमे। राइट व्हाट यू हैव डन, not what your friend has done. All right. So yeah, there is no shortcut in that. We'll catch you like that. So don't do it. Okay, I'll start with planning if I'll be in your shoes, Devansh.
So, okay, shall I wind up with the session? Thank you so much, ma'am. And I wish to have a physical session of yours in our university sometime when just this lockdown and all over,
Yeah, yeah.
so that it will be very good for us all.
Of course, I'll be happy to help. I'll be happy to help whenever I can.
Yeah, thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.